Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. If you're my peers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we are going to be discussing could Biden invoke a PEADs, which means Presidential Emergency Action Document. So that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. I just got done doing my psychic channeling plus tarot card reading on the courtroom. I don't know exactly what the title is going to be exactly, but it's going to be the video right before this. So that is when I was recording that video. As of when we're recording this specific video, it is December 17th at 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning. So I'm doing this early in the morning on December 17th. You will see this video on Wednesday. Yeah, you'll see this video tomorrow actually. So today is Tuesday. You will see this video on December 18th, 2024. So that is when I am recording this video. So anyway, we are going to just do this, but it's going to be a very short video. If you have not watched the previous video, I highly recommend you do so, and the video before that, because there was a courtroom channel, and then it put me back in the courtroom again, and this video was supposed to be recorded earlier today, but then my guy said, no, you're doing the courtroom first. So definitely go check that video out. It's very important. Maybe we can help decode it a little bit. But in today's video, we're going to talk about PEADs. I don't know, it sounds like pen dots. But anyway, we're going to talk about this in today's video, and we are just going to make this as a short video as possible. Again, you know the road call. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Don't forget to engage with the content. When you engage with the content, I have been told by Google that the more you engage, the more videos you're going to be shown on my channel, but also other psychics as well. So if you like the content, don't forget to engage, whether it's liking, subscribing, the bell icon, or just simply commenting. If you also want to be notified when I do post and upload, because YouTube does not notify you, you can go down in the description below. I do have a Blue Sky account that you can follow. You can also connect with me there and actually interact with me. Or you can join my Facebook group, also in the description below. And you can also, as very much as well, be able to join that Facebook group and be notified when I do post with other people just like you in the group as well. So if you want to interact with each other, feel free. You know, it's a community nonetheless. But, as well, I did reach out to President Biden. I sent out a contact information, and I can put the link in the description below. If you want to contact the White House as well, you can also contact the Vice President. I myself have contacted the President. I have yet to hear anything. The response is zero, nanos. I have a feeling I'm not ever going to get a response from President Biden, but we will see. We're going to see. Hopefully we do get a response from President Biden, because that is important, because I told him, like, hey, listen, maybe you should open up a private investigation, stuff like that. We will see. If you get anything, if you want to do your pendulum or your tarot card reading to see if you get, maybe he might answer me. No. Just let me know. Let me know what you got. I also want to thank Flame. Gypsy Flame 1111. This is her description of what PEADs is. It could also be that Biden may invoke the PEADs, Presidential Emergency Action Document, which is an executive order proclamation and a message to Congress that are prepared in anticipation of a range of emergency scenarios. The act empowers the president to activate special powers during a crisis, but impose certain procedural formalities when invoking such powers. The perceived need for the law arose from the scope and number of laws granting special powers to the executive in times of national emergency. So that is what she has said. We are going to ask the tarot cards now if they are going to invoke it. So that's what we're going to do. I keep getting, information regarding Biden doing something, and I actually, believe it or not, never covered this question at all. I honestly thought the other question regarding a different document was, this document was, I think it was Executive 13848. If I got that number right, that's insane, because I only did it once. But I was asked what the document was, but I guess it's not. I guess it's a different executive order. Spiritual Angel tell me, will President Biden adopt or institute Executive Order PEADs? So so wordy on the mouth. My God. Again, this video is just for entertainment purposes only, for entertainment purposes only. I keep forgetting to say that. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been mentioning it. Somebody wanted me to further clarify. I do not do personal readings at this point in time because I don't have the privacy to do it. And it also doesn't make financial sense for me to do it, and also for you, because, well, for you guys, like, look at the economy. The last thing I need to do is be, hurting you guys, I'm all about you, right? I want to make sure you guys are well off. I don't care about me, I care about you guys. So, no, I don't do personal readings. So this is the center of the reading here. And we're asking about PEADs. At this point, I'm just going to call it PEMDAS because that's literally what it is. It's a lot easier to pronounce that than the other one. We have the 6 of coins. This is the card that represents the 6 of coins. This is somebody who is putting something in this homeless man's cup and then walking away. And in the back, when you have the service more military man with his service dog. This card is reversed. Why? Well, let's take a look. In the past here, we have the Knight of Swords. It's telling me the powers in which this can be invoked. I know nothing about this. I'm literally reading it blind. We have the Knight of Swords. It has to do with incapacitated, like when the country is in a state of shock or inability or in a state of injury where it cannot recover. It almost feels like during high emergency train, something where, even like a healthcare, like, COVID. Something like that, something that is very drastic to the country that almost affects everybody. I'm also seeing something with population or like a decrease in population. It's also saying military, potentially in a state of military coup or military intervention, a draft, a time of war. That is when this could be used. But it cannot be used to build certain foundations. That's what it's saying. It cannot be used to build certain foundations. But if somehow Biden could enact this, he has to prove that what happened, but then also prove that it's an act of possibly war or has put the country in severe risk of something. He has to prove one of the 2 categories here. That is what he needs to prove. That's why it's in this section here. On the bottom here, we have the Virgo. Oh, my card's hurting me. My back is killing me. Okay, so we have the Virgo card reverse, which is women empowerment, like coming through the city, the sun shining in the background. We have women empowerment reverse. We have, again, the scam, which is the Hanged Man reverse. Then we have here judgment of the ballot. People voting election day. Just so you can see it be easy. You see people going out to vote and casting a ballot. Judgment card is reverse. Yeah, it's reverse. So what does this tell us? Well, in order for Biden to be able to do this and to enact it, he needs to prove that there was something revolving around women or revolving around the feminine energy, the feminine quality. Now, feminine is not a bad word. Okay? You might be very masculine, you might be very strong, which is not bad at all, right? But you cannot be threatened by the feminine energy. The feminine energy could be represented by both male and female, but it has to do with more of the emotional, empathic side. We talked about this earlier in the last video regarding the courtroom. Right? If you have not watched that video, definitely go watch it. But it talks about the empathic side. In order for Biden to do that, he needs to be able to understand the emotional complexity that has been involved in the creation of the PEADs. Right? We have here is followed by the hangman reverse, which is indicating the scam. There was a scam here, thievery, you're misguiding, or misleading. And it has to do with the judgment, the election, the ballot, right? The votes. He needs to be able to prove those things, the emotional complexity, the emotional manipulation that led to the inaccuracy in the voting. right? I think he's going to do that by proving social media to be a severe threat to the U.S. democracy. That it was used as a formality, very similar to like the Romania. If you were to enact it, would be very similar to Romania, where they said, well, no, TikTok influenced the election. We're not having that happen. We're doing a revote. Kind of like that, right? Same information here, right? The information is indicating that there was emotional manipulation, emotional scam, being misled and misguided, which is why it's being represented here by the the college or the university, because universities are very well known for scamming and misleading students. Right? That is what they're saying here, that misleading information to make people make false choices based on what they thought was the truth. Judgment, manipulation. We have here some of the stories with Vice President Harris. Vice President Harris giving her speech. What's it, the 7 stories? Right? We're talking about PEADs. Right? What's coming for Harris? We have here lack of faith in the 2024 election. Lack of faith for Harris in the 2024 election. Okay. What else? We have here the 5 of stories. It was almost like a coup, but it wasn't a coup because it's not a hostile takeover. It's a prevention of power takeover. But there needs to be strength for the feminine. The feminine will need to outweigh the masculine. The masculine is being represented by the oppressor. But we talked about this in a previous video as well. We talked about how the oppressor is going to continue oppressing people not only in the courtroom but also those in the media. The media is going to spin a certain narrative, and people are going to have to learn to wake up because those trickery, those thievery has ended. And people will start to see the oppression for what it is, and that people are going to be like, oh, I didn't know this was a thing. But the thing is, it has always been there. You just weren't looking. Or you didn't care to look. That's what it's saying here. It's saying here that Harris, people didn't have faith in her ability to win because of an attempted coup, or at least the coup to make sure that she does not have power because of the strength of the feminine. The feminine is going to be the one fighting for her. The feminine energy that both means both male and female are going to be fighting for her, who represent the emotional complex of Harris. We talked about this in the previous video, how there was a financial district, which is backed by Trump, which is more the financial survivalist, also known as the planet of apes, whereas we have the emotional complex, which is the age of Aquarius, which is the water sign, right? Emotion. We have here depth transformation. We talked about Anonymous here. So Anonymous is definitely going to be a big player in all of this. So we're talking about PEADs. So why does the death card show up as PEADs? Well, it shows up here because it's a transformational document. Because it has not been used frequently. At least that is what I'm getting. I don't really know the historical significance of it. I know nothing about it. But it has not been used frequently. And because it has not been used frequently, it's telling me here that it's a very transformative document. It was able to transfer power to the president. The power of the United States in the hands of one person, one individual, like a king-like power. Whoever holds that power needs to wield it very carefully, but needs to be able to understand that when you wield it, you'll be the only one walking in the state of darkness, and you must be able in that sense of darkness, you must be able to carry a torch of light. Because if you succumb to the darkness, the light disappears and you will too become evil. Right? So it's saying here that there is a warning to Biden that just because you're a good person, it's not saying that you cannot be influenced by the darkness of power. It's not saying Biden's going to succumb to it. It's saying this is a warning for everything. But it's saying that those who have ultimate and all power, they sometimes tend to see the darkness of it. It is saying that in this case, Biden just cannot be drawn to it. It might be tempting. It might be tempting in the way that the Korean president, I think, did. It was very tempting. He almost got successful. It was tempted. I don't think Biden's going to do what the Korean president did. I really don't. But I'm just saying that, people who might have this document in the wrong hand might enact it and might do the worst of it on a document not intended for whatever it is that they plan to use it for. That's what it's saying. To wield it with the ultimate mindfulness and understanding of the strength of the document, to not be corrupted by the power that it gives you. That's all it says. So don't take this as an attack on Biden, so please don't attack me in the comments. We do have the Sagittarius card. Again, this has to do with March, and this has to do with November. But November is the Sagittarius card, which is the month of November to the 30th, right? There was something that was launched around November 30th, around that time frame, around Thanksgiving, that was very informative and about to be struck down in this period. We're about to get that revelation. And the red moon is when everything and all will be revealed in the month of March. And then we do have here, is followed by again the water card. This was a card that came up in the previous reading regarding the court case. When you put oil on water, it's going to start to become a very transformative, very emotional energy. And when that emotional energy comes into face to face with people, especially people in a high emotion, they will start to become shapeshifters. They will start to transform into the energy and emotional complex that they understand and feel. Right? So what does this all mean? What does this mean for Biden enacting PEADs? Well, let's see. Well, the bottom of the card here is an okay, there you go. Aquarius card. I love how it comes down. We talk about the age of Aquarius. We talk about the red moon in the background. It's still going to be very much in play here. I think it's still going to be in effect. If you want to adopt it, this will be in effect very well into March. Potentially new information. But this is the lotus flower, which is a very calming energy. I think the lotus, if I'm correct, is like a flower that floats on top of a water or like a water surface. But I'm not exactly sure, so don't quote me on that. I may be a plant guy. I'm certainly by far not a flower guy. Okay? But we do have Aquarius here, and Aquarius card is representing we the people. So if Biden wants to adopt this, this will be a document for the people. This will be an energy, emotion for the people only, and not for him. Which means that he's not corrupted by the power. Like I said, he was not corrupted. It was just a simple warning for those, not only in the now, but also for the future as well, that it could be a corrupted system. But the document would essentially eliminate the national rights and the national order of Americans, which is we the people, the Patriot Act. It will feel very similar to 9/11. The towers fall. And then we have here, at the top of this reading, we have the 6 of coins, right? We talked about how this woman comes in and gives a little tip to this homeless guy, but you have the service dog and the military in the background. It's reverse, right? That's the beginning of the reading. What's the end of the reading? Well, we have the 3 of coins. And the 3 of coins is the homeless man giving that same tip from that woman to the military, to the service dog. Now, what's the difference between this card and that card? That card is a person with financial empathy to give at least money to the homeless. That's not the case in this aspect. And we talked about that in the previous reading, how there is going to be the fall of the financial district, the fall of those who are in richness, because they lack a certain fortitude to understand empathy. That is their karmic energy, right? The lack and ability to understand what real love means, to understand what real family values mean, what it means to be in connection with one another, to be in one, to be unified, to be in a collective energy. They're not going to be part of that collective. They're not going to understand what's taking place. And that is what's going to be the biggest downfall. But the 3 of cup coins here is telling me that there is empathy. Look. Okay, look. This person is being represented, the financial district is being represented by a woman, a female. What did I tell you? Feminine doesn't always necessarily mean male or female. It just means the energy in which you encompass, right? That's all that it means. Just because somebody said that you have a feminine energy doesn't make you feminine, doesn't make you gay or anything like that. It just makes you more empathic, more emotional, more in tune with the spiritual. That's all that it makes you. And it shouldn't be something that you should be ashamed of, but it should be something that you should embrace instead. The 3 of coins here is telling you with the old guy who are 2 male here. There's no female except the female in the background. It's male. This is the guy who's empathetic. This is the guy who represents the feminine quality of empathy, kindness, love, and caring. right? What's the next card here? We have Four of Wands here. Revolting against the oppressor. Going against the oppressor. You're going to start to see me talk more about Peter Pan and the story of, what to call it? The story of Peter Pan, but what's the other guy? Peter Pan and Robin Hood. That's going to be a big theme going into 2025. So definitely expect some challenge about that regarding that. I definitely do expect it coming any day soon now because I keep getting the energy, so it's coming soon. We do have the High Priestess card. The Three Crows Croak. That's what I heard. The Three Crows Croak. Not exactly sure what that means, but the Three Crows Croak. Which is actually, believe it or not, we have the moon card, the revelation, the reveal. The Wolf Moon. The Wolf Moon in the month of January. So there is a reveal coming between now and January. I do feel like around December 21st, 2024. I know a lot of you guys have been saying, oh, it's happening today. I feel like it's going to happen a couple of days later. I think it's going to take time before it fully surfaces. I feel like it's going to be more on the 21st. That's how I feel, but, it's up to your preference. Let's see. The Three Crows Croak. Now, I have no idea what that is or what that even means, so we're going to see what it means. The Three Crows Croak. Okay, hold on. The Three Crows Croak. What does it even mean? Okay, so it says here the Three Crows Croak is a phrase often used to signify a warning or a bad omen. Drawn from the symbolism of crows in folklore, where seeing multiple crows together can be interpreted as a sign of impending misfortune or death, especially when mentioned in a mysterious or ominous context. I have no idea what context I used it in because I don't remember anything. Because I channel on my YouTube channel, so I channel, so I don't remember anything. Key points about the phrase crows as bad luck. Crows are frequently associated with negativity in many cultures, with their black plumage and haunting call to contributing to this perception. Number three can also amplify the ominous tone, sometimes representing the three fates in Greek mythology, signifying destiny or impending doom. The croak instead of caw, while crows typically caw using croak, can add a more eerie and unsettling quality to the sound. That is interesting. I never really know what that means, but it makes sense though. Okay. Well, that's an interesting interpretation that I did not think we were going to get, but somehow we did. I don't understand the context in which I said that, but if you can let me know what I was talking about when I said that, that would be ideal because I don't remember nothing. Nothing. Like my whole entire memory's wiped. Yeah, so that's why I'm able to read as fluently as I can because I don't remember anything that I did. You can ask me, oh, what do you read on? What's this video about? I can't tell you. I really don't know. So anyway, so is Biden going to enact PEADs? Honestly, it looks like to me Biden is in a position right now where he is considering options, but I don't know just yet. But if he was to consider it, he needs to be able to have definitive proof. Like I said, the three options, he needs to be able to showcase that. But then also, if he does make the final decision, it's going to be for the people. So whatever he does, it's going to be for the people. Hopefully, it's the better option, but we will see. I don't know. I'm going to read more on the card. I'm going to see what the Rider-Waite does and what the Rider-Waite tells us for a little bit more clarity and better understand, hopefully, is what we're going to hopefully get at then we'll end today's video. I want to keep this video short, but I'm sure you guys don't want to watch another long 1 hour episode. So Spirits and Angels, tell me about PEADs. Is Biden going to enact the document? Is Biden going to enact the document for the 2024 election and the possible foreign interference, which is considered an act of war, giving him the ability to have presidential power, a full presidential power, and that there's nothing that the Supreme Court or Congress can do about it. Is this something that Biden's going to pursue? Again, everything in this video is just for life purposes only and for entertainment purposes only. Anything that I said is just for entertainment. Okay? Okay. Okay. Interesting. So this card here, which is represented as the Six of Pentacles, is telling me here that, at some point, justice was not served on the right side, right? But we have here this entity giving this person money and finances, despite the fairness in the system. The lack of fairness, right? Lack of fairness in the election. That is the first thing. There's also financial tracking. I said this many times with paper trails. They were not very smart. We do have the Page of Pentacles over it. The Page of Pentacles is finding information, finding the pentacle, the last pentacle. Look, this person is feeding information, right? They need to find one of these pentacles. One of these people needs to flip. There's 6 people who are key players in all this. If they're able to flip one, that might be just enough information. With all that information being said, though, we have here is followed by the Sun card, which is Revelation, Reveal. But that reveal is not public. That reveal is something that is hidden. I don't really feel very confident that information is going to get leaked. Particularly because this individual is meant to be a spy. And this spy is meant to stay within the camp. So it's more so like a reveal to the investigators. But it doesn't go beyond the investigation, if you know what I mean. Now it's followed by the Six of Swords reversed, which means trouble going into smoother, calmer waters. It's been mean trouble ahead. Trouble ahead regarding the whistleblower. Right, trouble ahead for the whistleblower. It's being followed by the Queen of Cups, maintaining the trouble at bay. Trouble at bay. This is the Harris card, but in this case it means trouble at bay, keeping the trouble at bay. We have here, what is this PEDAS, whatever, I don't even know. You get the gist by now. It's saying here that the Eight of Cups here, something is walking away from this. So we have here energy and information being found. This person leaves and gives information to the Page of Pentacles, which is why this person needs to flip out of the 8 to 6 people. It goes to the Page of Pentacles, which means they find the pentacle, and the pentacle is facing this person that's leaving. So there will be a flip, and that flip is regarding a connection to former President Donald Trump, which is why he comes up as the King of Pentacles here, which is the revelation to the investigators, but not to the public sphere. This also relates to his financial dealings regarding Trump Tower. So there is a connection here as well. We do have here, regarding the Sun card and trouble ahead. The trouble ahead is the Trump presidency, the conservative movement. The trouble ahead is we're not moving fast enough. It's not moving fast enough. Whatever Biden is doing in terms of the document possibly being used, the trouble ahead is, well, what the hell are they doing? Because there's not no time to waste. They're telling you to speed up. But we do have here, after the trouble ahead is being followed by the Queen of Cups and the trouble ahead, which is the election. I think, again, I still feel very confident in this, and I keep getting this time and time again in my readings, there will be a redo election. I do feel like a 2025 presidential election. You guys do your pendulum, do your tarot cards, see what you get. You let me know in the comment section below what you're getting. But it feels like to me, there will be a redo. Or something within the similar factors of it. It could also be that the election card means that there's trouble with the election. Trouble with the 2024 election. And it has Harris up top. You see what I'm getting at? There's 2 outcomes here. There's 2 ways you can read the end in 2 cards. But with the clarifier, we have the people did not choose what the original result was. Again, the 3 of Cups. People did not have to choose it. They did not choose it. They ended up choosing and voting all directly down ballot. People voted for family values. If you watched my previous video, I talked about how the empathic side of humanity, we the people take back our power. Right? We talked about family values and how the financial district does not understand, and Donald Trump represents the financial district. Watch that video, please. Watch it. Okay? I know it might be a boring video at first because the title may not interest you, but watch the video. You would thank me. Trust me. You would thank me. And you might even like it, you know? Give everything a chance on this video, on the channel. The way everything works on the channel, it's an episode. They're the continuation of the story. That's why I'm very good at what I do with the storytelling, because every episode is a story. If you skip a story or skip an episode, you lose the story, you lose the full context, right? Go back and visit it, watch that video if you haven't. Or revisit that video after watching this, whatever you want to do. We do have here, though, we do have the Ace of Swords reversed upright, which is the incumbency. Right, the incumbency. It's reversed. Normally, the Ace of Swords, reversed means that the incumbent had not been defeated or had not been removed. It's reversed, which means that it's telling me here that there was no removal at the top of the spear. What is the top of the spear in this aspect would be the presidency, the president, or the party in power, which is the Democrats. We do have here, though, the Ten of Swords. And above Trump is the lack of the Ten of Swords. Now, this is a very good card for Trump because it means that, okay, well, it doesn't mean a complete betrayal because it means that people in position of power are going to try to come to his aid in a time of reveal. So a lot of people in terms of investigation, when they get investigated, they're not going to turn on Trump. But all they need is for one to flip. Trump is going to be very good at potentially getting them not to flip. So it's going to be a battle of who's getting to who first. That's what it'll come to. Now we do have here the next card, which is followed by the King of Swords. And the King of Swords in this aspect is being aided by the reverse reveal, right? And trouble ahead. It has to do with the leadership and the movement going ahead in terms of the leadership going forward regarding the presidency and a person in position of power or the incumbency. We do have here with the trouble ahead and regarding Vice President Harris, we have the White House reverse. Right, we have the Harris card here. Trouble ahead, we have the election underneath it, and we have the White House reverse. But tell me the election is not over, this has just begun. We have here the Democrats here, which is the Queen of Swords here, reversed, is also the House moving forward. It's reversed, and it means that the people did not choose the outcome. But the Queen of Swords here is reversed, was telling me that the people and Harris did not win. The people and Harris did not win. That's the answer here. The people lost. Right? That is what it's saying here. The people lost. But they all voted the same direction. So, what does this mean? It means that there will be a sense of resistance, a sense of pushback. So, the thing is here is, it feels like to me that Biden's going to have to do it eventually because the reveal is going to be a tower moment. When the reveal comes to the investigation and the investigator, it's going to be a tower. Biden has to move quickly. He really does. He has to move quickly. I think he's going to move quickly. Kind of giving me indication that the election is not yet over, which tells me that there is some sort of investigation that prevents the president in the White House or somebody in the White House. And this is the tower card here. The tower card. Now, a lot of you guys might be saying, oh, well, you're only thinking this because you're liberal or you're, Democrat or whatever. Honestly, I'm an independent. And I have told you guys many times, I did not like President Harris originally. I did not like her. For years, I did not like her. That changed when I met her in my dream. And she was probably one of the most beautiful, nicest person in terms of her soul and who she is and who she represents. In my opinion, her change. I understood her. But there had to be a time when I was able to meet her. So, my opinion did change. And that tarot card is saying that more people will start getting visitation from Vice President Harris. So if you have been getting visitation from Harris, let me know in the comment section below and what that experience was like. We do have the Ace of Wands, which is the handing over the presidency, the trouble handing over the presidency. Trouble ahead is the presidency, the transfer of power. This is regarding an investigation that's taken place and the revelation that's about to be revealed to the investigators, not to the public, but to the investigators. And it has to do regarding with the transition of power with this delay because of the presidency. This is the presidency card. Again, it falls right on top of Harris. the presidency. There's a delay in the transition of the president. And because of that delay in the transition to power, Trump is not able to take hold in office. I think the story is pretty much certain. It looks like the president cannot take position to power yet because things are still very much in play. Because Biden is center here about the resistance and the tower card here. He is the big power player in regard to the investigation and the ability to choose the outcome for the United States, which is represented by the five coins here, which is telling me here that the story is not yet over. Biden still has the ability to make the free choice of will, but Biden will make the right choice because it involves the incumbent here, which is aided by the Knight of Cups, which is Biden, and this has to deal with information being revealed because Biden has a cup here. Now he's moving with the cup. This has always been my card in 2020 for Biden, and he's moving with that cup, and it has to do with the government. The government is turned upside down. There's some sort of motion with the government. Actually, I think it's very possible he could actually enact this document. He could actually. It's going to be the upturn of the Republic, which is why the Queen of Pentacles is reversed here. It means the turning over of the Republic. Because the reason why I got this in this card here is because the Statue of Liberty is represented by a woman. The United States is what's it called? The Statue of Liberty. And the Statue of Liberty is a woman. And we have the Republic, which is being represented as the Republican color, which is the red tone. And this is represented by the Queen of Pentacles reverse. We have here, though, we do have the election moving back in the other direction, which tells me that, he actually might force a redo using this election. I do think that there might be a redo or there might be a revisitation, and that something has to be delayed. And there is a death or a transformation of the Queen of Swords. So there is a transformation or a redo. I said this before, there is going to be a redo. I keep getting on my card. The transformation means a redo, retransformation, something transforming, something changing, right? Revisitation, or rebirth, right? A rebirth means redo, right? We have here the lack of victory, a lack of victory. And that is the reverse card. So, is Biden going to do it? I think very much yes. But it's going to be the end of the Republic if he does do it. It's the four swords. It's the end of the Republic. That's it. If he does this, it's over. And I'm not meaning this is a bad thing. It's a good thing for the country because the country is going to have to go through this. It's either you go through an ideology change of fascism or you go through a major change of becoming more democratic or becoming an actual democratic ideology rather becoming a real democratic nation rather than a faux democracy. Excuse me, the word I'm using. Becoming more of a democracy rather than a faux democracy. It's what it's telling me. Excuse me for the bad word choices before. That is why that four of doors are coming through, but it's saying it's the end of the American Republic system, the end of the current system that's in place. It's the end of it, the end of the trust. We have here achievement, accomplishment. People would feel like the government has not been working because everything doesn't make sense, and when this gets revealed, and if he does do that, everything starts to make more sense, and the American people are not happy. And there will be a resistance to the current status quo. There's going to be an end of the status quo. Biden is making a decision on behalf of not only the people, but also on behalf of the government. Whether or not he's going to do it, well, it depends whether or not he's willing to screw over the government in favor of the people. That remains to be seen. Biden is for the people. The question is, how much for the people? We do have the World card. He's going to have to make a choice because something's going to enter into the portal, and he only has so much time before it becomes solidified. So what he's talking about when I talk about the portal, we're talking about the particle accelerator. Something is coming in from a different timeline that is about to change our result, and we need to be able to solidify this before it becomes permanent. We're going to be doing a video on the particle accelerator. I've said this many times before on my YouTube channel. There's something revolving around time change. There's something revolving around time changing, and it has to do with and I keep getting I need to do a video, and I got this earlier too when I was at work, and I need to do a video called Blast to the Past when young Trump meets Trump. So there was actually, there was something going on back when Trump was younger that led him to be able to meet older Trump. There's some sort of exchange of information that the younger Trump was able to give the older Trump, and that gave Trump the edge, whatever that is. We do have the Ace of Cups reverse, and the Ace of Cups is telling me here, not all is yet to be revealed, but when it does, we will know, and the hangman will be hanged. And what's the bottom of the deck here? Let's see. We have here the moon card. Hidden. Something is hidden right now. Something is not yet to be revealed. But it will be. So I do feel like Biden might actually use this document. It does feel like the energy is pretty much clear here. But there could be a mixture, because I said this before on my other video when I talked about the other possibility that Biden might pursue. I talked about how, in order for Biden to really enact something, he needs to be able to pick and choose. There's like a mix and match, so you can choose the military coup and something else, or you can mix and match, like maybe Executive Order 13848. With this executive order as well, there could be a whole mixitude of things that he could do, but he cannot do one without the other, so he has to choose two. It might be a little bit more than two. You might choose three. We don't know. But it has to be more than one. That's all I do know. And so that's what I'm getting in the cards. The energy seems to be pretty consistent across the reading. You let me know what you've been getting and what you're curious about and the information you're getting, what you pencil them, because I know a lot of you guys like to do that. I'm curious to see what you get. Until then, guys, I hope you liked today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Don't forget to engage with this content. I do have a Blue Sky account in the description below that you can follow so you can get notified when I do upload, plus a Facebook group as well. And, share this video, because the more you share that, the more people see this, the more content, the more information that we can pump out, not only for you, but for others as well like you. Until then, guys, I love you and have a great day.